Nuge and I, the first time we tried to use this, we scheduled a ride. We were informed that a driver was going to come pick us up. We paid for a trip, only to realize that the driver was never actually going to show up. And so here's what a typical experience actually looks like. David over here has posted, anyone riding to CSTAT this weekend? Now, although he couldn't find a driver to take him there, he did manage to get 1 like. So as you can see, Nuge and I started to get really, really desperate. The bus didn't work, and neither did this glorified Craigslist system. And so we even tried to use an Uber. And, we opened up our app, we entered Austin, and we entered Dallas. We saw a fair price that was $350, realized we were broke college students, and never used it again. And so, more importantly, what we realized was that there's a gap in the interstate travel market for an affordable and efficient solution. And so we quit our jobs at that other startup and founded Krew. At Krew, we match you with a compatible driver that you would find in the Facebook rideshare group, and we provide you this service at the affordability of a Greyhound and a Megabus with a premium door-to-door experience that you would get with an Uber or Lyft. Our goal is to make travel an extension to your experience and not an obstacle. And here's how it works. You can download our app today on the App Store. It's called Krew Rideshare. You can enter your origin and your destination. On the day of the trip, we'll send a car to pick you up at your door and drop you straight to your destination. And I've said it about like 6 times, but I want to emphasize it's a great experience. So how do we match up against Uber? And many people say, oh, you're just another rideshare company, and you're just like Uber. Well, for $30 in Uber, you can travel 25 miles. And at the same $30 in Krew, you can travel to 250 miles. So that's pretty cool. And then people ask, well, that's impossible. Uber's amazing, so how do you get the price point to be so low? Well, here's how it works. First, we find all the drivers who are going to a particular location anyway. Because they're going anyway, all they need to be compensated for is a little bit of gas and a little bit of service. This model helps fulfill about 65% of the requests that come in through our platform. And in order to fill the other 35%, we custom hire drivers from Uber and Lyft. The combination of these 2 models yields an industry-high fulfillment rate of 95%, where 65% of the rides are completed via the posted model, and once again, 35% are completed via the custom model. So what does the competitive landscape look like? Well, there's many companies that operate in the Craigslist model that I mentioned before. It's like the Facebook rideshare groups, but there's a few more who are a little bit more sophisticated. Then there are other companies who operate with a station model, such as the Megabus or the Greyhound that you're all familiar with. And finally, there's Uber and Lyft, who operate with a door-to-door model. However, their prices are optimized for in-city experiences and not inter-city experiences. And we're operating in a massive billion-dollar market. Globally, it's valued at $75 billion, with just over 1/3 of that being in the United States. And to start, we want to focus on the market that we know best, and that's the UT Austin market. There's about 51,000 total students who attend UT, with just over 90% of them being in-state. This amounts to a total initial target market of about 46,000 total students. And here's how we've done so far. We're growing about 12% week over week, and we've completed about 1,000 rides. And we just finished 10K last month in revenue. Thanks so much. And this is the Krew that's building it. Now, I wish I had the time to walk you through about how amazing each one of my team members are. And thank you guys so much, by the way, for committing the time to work on this. But I want to focus on a few people that we met actually in the Longhorn Startup Lab just this semester. And the first one is this interesting guy right here named Nelson. Now, Nelson was our weekly mentor. Every Thursday, he came to a UT and helped us completely revamp our operations strategy. And we're excited to announce that just recently, we onboarded him as a full-time Chief Operations Officer. So we're super excited about that. And one of the coolest things about the Longhorn Startup Lab is that we got to meet new guest mentors every single week. And the other announcement is that just this morning, actually, we just closed a deal and onboarded two other guest mentors who are the founders of UShip, Matt Trason and Jay Manikim. So we're super excited to onboard them as investors and additional co-founders. So we're super excited about that. And so with that said, go on the App Store today and book a ride with Krew. You can get from Austin to Houston for about $30. Thank you.